When Chiang Kai-shek and his nationalists fled China, having lost the civil war to the communists, they brought with them all the greatest ancient Chinese artifacts. Today, you can see the world's best collection of ancient Chinese artifacts here at Taipei's National Palace Museum. Welcome back to the channel. Taipei's Li Gonglin holds the world's greatest collection of ancient Chinese artifacts. There is no way a 10-minute video will do it justice. I plan to cover some of the basics such as scale, time needed, costs, and what not to do here, but most importantly, I want to inspire you to visit and see for yourself the mind-blowing piece of history this museum preserves, spanning 5,000 years, a length of time most people in our modern cultures can barely grasp. The collection of artifacts here at the National Palace Museum is so massive that if you were to display all the artifacts for say 3 months at a time, it would take you up to 20 years to see every item they hold. The quality of the artifacts collected here is such that they are immensely popular the world over. Very often, many of the leading artifacts stored here at the National Palace Museum go on tour around other parts of Taiwan and overseas. For example, its most popular piece, the surprising Jadeite Cabbage, is currently in the Czech Republic. So you never know exactly what you're going to see, but we're starting here at room 101. A Shakyamuni Buddha, gilt bronze from 477. It's over 1,500 years old. We're now at one of the museum's most famous artworks. This is an ivory sculpture. Inside this ball, I don't know if you can see, there are 17 layers of intricate carving carved inside each other. The sculptor had to work to do each detail inside each concentric layer. Unbelievable. Through this magnifying glass here in front of me, you can see a walnut shell that has been carved to look like a basket of flowers. This is the intricacy of the detail of an ancient Chinese sculptor. As the best collection of Chinese art in the world, you can imagine that the National Palace Museum is always exceptionally busy. We often have school groups here in the mornings, but obviously also lots of foreign tourists. So we arrived a little after 1. It's still very busy, but not too noisy. We have been here for about 45 minutes to an hour, and we're just beginning our way up to the second floor. There is so much to see here. We've barely glanced at everything we've seen on the first floor. So here we have 2,100-year-old pigs. Oh, the pigs are over there, sorry. Now this is one of the most famous pieces here at the National Palace Museum. Pillow in the shape of a recumbent child. I think this pillow is about as soft as the mattresses in our apartment here in Taipei. There are 3 stores here up on level 2. One for calligraphy over there, there's a bookstore over here, and there's a more souvenir-y shop over here. But there is a much bigger gift store downstairs, so I advise you to check that one out.
A little longer than a few minutes later.
This is the giant museum store down here. We have to say, it's the first place that we feel is an absolute rip-off. $20 for 10 postcards, for example, or a little shoulder bag for Grace. You can buy similar ones around here for maybe $10, but here it was $35 or $40. This is another of the National Palace Museum's incredible treasures. Li Gonglin's mountain villa. The painting goes on and on. There's an amazing interactive area here for kids as well. Grace is flying through an ancient painting right here. Very cool. I think I used to work with some of these guys. The creativity of the artists is staggering. This piece over here, which looks so simple, I don't even know if you can make it out. It just looks like a blob, but when you look up close, there's a grasshopper on the side of it over here as well. This is actually clay, but it's been made to look like a piece of bamboo with a grasshopper. Its function is the clay inkstone. This is one of my favorite exhibition rooms here on the 3rd floor, and the reason for that is we're here into the metalware, but these are some of the oldest artifacts that you will see. Most of these items are from before the Christian era, so at least 2,000 years old, many of them up to 3 or even 4,000 years old. Where in the world will you see a collection of artifacts this comprehensive and this ancient? The cauldron. It's famous because not only is it 2,900 years old, but if you look inside, you can see it's covered in ancient Chinese characters. They're very much more hieroglyphic style, the ancient style. Vessels like this held wine 3,100 years ago during the Zhou dynasty. This water vessel is from 3,000 years ago. Now we just go to 7-Eleven. We had a dog like this once. We called him Lucky. 2,700-year-old bells. The museum's most famous piece, the Jadeite Cabbage, is overseas in the Czech Republic at the moment. But we can see 2 other related pieces here called the Jadeite Cabbage Sisters, and there they are. It does seem remarkable that something seemingly as unremarkable as a cabbage would be the main attraction here, and yet it is the most priceless piece that the museum has. After the jade cabbage, the second most popular piece here at the museum is this piece of stone that looks like a piece of pork. They call it the meat-shaped stone. Unfortunately, it is also away on display in southern Taiwan. We're now in what is to me probably the most remarkable part of the museum, simply for the age of the exhibits. This is an axe head from approximately 5,000 years ago. The beauty and the detail in these items from over 3,000 years ago. When you're in Europe, you'll often see helmets from the medieval age used by cavalry or other forces. But here you're looking at metal helmets, bronze helmets from 3,000 years ago. Another of the most famous artifacts here in the museum is this jade inlaid screen. It must be at least 10 feet across, 6 feet high. Unbelievable detail. Well guys, that's our race through Taipei's National Palace Museum. Would you visit just to see the Jadeite Cabbage? If you found this video helpful, please click subscribe, give us a like. I've got so much more to show you about life in Taiwan, so I will catch you on the next one. Take care.